Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape.
Hey everyone, what's up? I am here with Prom tutorials, and I just thought that maybe we should go in with something simple and try to go with the drugstore route. Something affordable, you know? So we're going to start by priming our face. Yes, I know it's crazy. Thank you, Nyx Tutorials, for introducing me to this. This is the Nivea Sensitive Men Shaving Balm. All the links will be in the bottom bar below, so don't worry about that. But yes, I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Do not mind the fact that my shirt matches my background. I did not realize this till I started editing afterwards, and I'm like, damn it, I should have worn another shirt, but all is good. The more important thing is to see my face anyway, so let's just look at my floating head. And now I'm just going to be tapping in the balm as my primer to make it sticky so the foundation has something to adhere to so it'll last longer. To let that set, I'm just going to be starting with my eyes first. I'm going to be taking this hard candy primer and I'm going to be applying it all over my eyes and then setting it with my Rimmel matte powder in Sandstorm. You want your eyeshadows to stay, ladies, so make sure you pack on primer so it'll last longer and the colors will appear much more truer. So that's all I'm going to be doing, is applying that and then setting it so that the shadows will be blending very nicely. So we're going to be taking in the Loreal Tube palette and we're going to start with the, it's kind of like a white pink shade, and we're going to apply that all over our lid, so from the lid to the brow bone, everywhere. So this way, I do this for two reasons. One, the shadows have something to actually cling on to again, and two, if you put this base on first, then the next shadow you apply afterwards, it's like the purple mauve shade, it'll appear much more truer. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to build that till we actually see that color on our lids, which may take a couple of tries, but it's okay. It's worth it at the end, and it does look so beautiful. So next what we're going to do is deepen the crease, as we are one shade at the moment, and we're going to take this gray toned shadow on a fluffy brush, and we are going to slowly put that into our crease to create some dimension. As you can see, we are slowly creating just a little bit of dimension at first, so we have something to work with. We want to go in with the letter shade to create the shape that we want before we apply the darker shade. So that's what we're doing here, and we're going to do it to both eyes. For the first inner half of the eyelids, what we're going to do is apply the first shade. It's like a light pink white shimmer shade. We're going to be applying this back and forth to intensify it, but that's what we're going to do. So from the inner corner to the first half of the lid, we're going to be applying this shade, as that's going to be the first, like the ombre look that we're attempting to do. We're gonna, once again, throughout this tutorial, you guys know I like to apply my eyeshadow in layers, so it's simple shades, it's not complicated, but it's a lot of retouching and putting it up and all. So now I'm just gonna blend all the harsh lines out, just so obviously exactly what I said, so there's no harsh lines, and I'm going to be slowly again packing the color back on and blending it out. So we're going to be taking our time and building the intensity of the eyeshadow on our eyes. Once again, eyeshadow in layers. It's not a lot of eyeshadow colors we're using, but it's the technique of going back and forth to intensify it. It was what's going to make it pop. Rest of the lid, so the second half of it, we're actually going to go in with the second darkest shade in the palette, which is like this medium purpley shade, and we're going to apply that very intensely at first on the eyelids, as much as we can get with it, and then we're going to blend it out, and then we're going to keep doing the same thing like we did with the first shadow, the light pinky white shadow. Intensify it, blend it out, intensify it again, and blend it out. So this way we can build the intensity of your shadows. You don't have to do it as intense as I did. If you want to do it much more subtly, you can just do the first layer, blend it out, and just keep it that way. But if you want to intensify it even more, that's all you need to do. Because these shadows tend to, once you blend it out, they tend to lose their pigment. So you want to play with that and just keep taking your time and blending and adding on. Apply the same shadow when you have less product on your brush into your crease as well, but keeping the focus with the purple shade more focused on the ends because you want to create that ombre look. So that's all we're going to do for the eyeshadow right now. We're going to go back, but for now we're good. So to go back with your face, we're going to be using the Loreal Pro Glow, which is what I decided to use. I really like this foundation as it gives you, I have dry skin, so it gives me much more of a glowy look. So yeah, so I just dot it all over my face. And with this primer, because it's more of a stickier primer, I first like to spread out the foundation with my fingers and then go back in with a beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques one, and blend that out. So I just take my time and blend it out. I know on camera it looks like the shade is not my color. It's just because of the ring light, but it is actually my shade. I will link everything down below. And that's all I'm doing. Blend, blend, and blend into your skin, guys, so it looks much more natural. And do not forget, girls, take that foundation down to your neck. You will look like you're wearing a mask. You can totally leave one coat of foundation on, but I like to be the extra mile, and I like to make my skin look flawless in pictures and for prom and whatnot. So I'm going to go in with a second layer, and I'm going to be blending all that out. So now what we're going to be doing is highlighting / concealing, and I'm taking my favorite concealer from the drugstore, which is another concealer, which is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer in light medium. A little bit honestly goes a long way. I'm going to take down the back of my hand and warm up the product, and then use my fingers to distribute it in the triangle traditional space. This will brighten and highlight and conceal all in one. And then I'm going to take it to all the lighter portions, which is like the inner portions of my face, and then again blend it all out. To set the concealer, I am taking the Rimmel matte powder in Sandstorm. I'm first going to be blending making sure there's no creases or anything, so you don't want to set those right because they'll show up in pictures. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just setting all that out first, and then I'm going to be setting pretty much everywhere where I applied the concealer, which is this lighter shade. Morphe powder, my Morphe banana powder, that's what it's called. Yes. And I'm going to be baking just under my eyes. Okay, so don't kill me, guys. Hold on, guys. Listen to me. I didn't have any on in hand, but the Covergirl powder is just as good. I just didn't have any on hand. I'm using my face. I am using my Max Fix powder to set the rest of my face, but I'll put the alternative down, which is the Covergirl face powder, and I will put that down below as well. And we're going to be contouring with the NYX powder contour kit, and we're going to take these two shades, and I'm going to be applying it to my normal places where we contour, cheeks, jaw, nose, forehead, all that jazz. And as per usual, you guys know I'm going to be doing my signature black eyeliner look, so I am applying my Avon black eyeliner to my waterline and my top line. And I'm going to be applying this drugstore mascara, guys. This mascara is wicked. It's curved, so I didn't even curl my lashes actually. I actually curled as I coated my mascara. It really fanned out my lashes, and it made it look black and just look flirty and very pretty, as you can see here. And we're going to apply before we put mascara on our lower lash line, we're going to put some shadow there. And we're going to do what we did, same thing, what we mirrored on top of our eyes. So the inner corner, do the white, and then the outer corner, do the purple. And we're going to just intensify that and blend it pretty much down, if that kind of makes sense. So that's what we're going to be doing, just so it looks much more unison in pictures. And just to darken it a little bit more, we're going to take that last shade and just apply it to like the end corner of my lash, to like not even halfway. So just like maybe just the ends right there. So you can totally leave the look like this, not even apply any lashes, and just keep it like this. Or here's the other look where you can apply lashes as well as your eyeliner. I will put those videos down below. But yeah, I chose to go with a more dramatic look so you guys can see how it is. And now, as usual, what do you guys know I do? I reapply my shadows. So this is going to make it pop much more. And with the eyeliner and lashes, you can actually see where you can darken it up a little bit more. So we're going to take the last two darkest shades and just apply that near the wing of the liner to give it that ombre effect. So we're going to apply that, and then we're going to blend it out with a smaller, fluffier brush. You're going to take your time and blend, apply and blend, apply and blend. It's a lot of repetition, but that is what I like to do with my foundation. And now I'm going to be pretty much blending in my face powder as I brush it off. So that's going to be into my skin, and it will be set, and there will be no creases or anything like that. And now for my favorite part, the highlighting. We're going to be using the NYX Highlighting Palette, and we're going to take this light gold slash white, kind of. It's a very lighter highlighter shade. We're going to apply that at first. And we're going to apply that at the typical spaces where we highlight, which is the tops of our cheeks, a little bit above the brow, nose, the tip of the nose, and the upper lip. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a little trick to, make the looks look all cohesive. We are going to be taking the purple and the pink shade. We're going to mix those two and put that there. Yeah, I love the mix of this because then it just looks much more iridescent, if that kind of makes sense. And I feel like it's much more of a unicorn vibe to it. And again, that's what I did. So for the lips, totally leave the lip blank and just do a nude lip, and that'll totally work with it. But I think if you want to make the more of a monochromatic look, play with the purples in the eyes. So I don't have any drugstore options on me, but I will link options down below. I am taking the Toofaced Queen Bee lipstick, but again, I will put drugstore options below. I know for sure NYX has the Lingirie suede lipsticks that do perfectly match as well. So I just applied that all over my lip, and just to be a little extra, why not, it's prom, I took the same two highlighter shades, the purple and the pink, and applied that over the inner part of my lips. And then I got a little carried away and applied it all over the lips, and then I reapplied the liquid lipstick. But don't do that. So if you want to make this, if you want to do this, just apply it to the center of the lip just to give it more of a poutier lip. And then set your face. Make sure you set your face so you'll be crying, laughing, and having fun and dancing. Set your face, guys. And that is the finished look, guys. Don't forget, guys, click the thumbs up button below. Don't forget, I make new videos every Monday and Thursdays now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!